Hello, I'm Cindy. Welcome to Yoga with the Spirit of Health. And we're here to do some lovely yoga together, and thank you for joining me. Today we're going to do this seated, and we're also going to include a second chair that'll be right in front of this chair momentarily. So if you've got two chairs, please, that would be great. This is really helpful for folks who don't like to get on the floor or may not be able to, choose not to, and for people with some mobility issues. So use your best judgment, use your common sense and so forth. If things don't feel like they suit you to do, then wait it out and do what you can do. Always do what you can do. So anyway, we'll begin. So we'll sit here. I've got my feet on 2 blocks because my legs are short and I feel better to have my knees parallel with the earth. So sitting here, we'll start with our breath. Take in some nice deep breaths. And as you observe yourself breathing, notice your posture. Sit up straight but comfortable, not rigid and not slouched, just comfy in between. Chin will be parallel with the floor. Imaginary string at the crown, lifting. You can always envision too that you're lifting with your ears. You've got little strings on the tops of each ear, and they just lift you right up so the neck becomes long. Face is soft. Soften the space between your eyebrows. Soften the jawline. Lips are moist and happy. And your hands can be cupped onto your thighs, unless you prefer them down. This is kind of nice here because there's not the weight of them going down at this time. I've got mine up here. And slow the breath. Feel a sense of calmness. And always be mindful of your center, the very center that leads from your root area, the root chakra or the tail area, all the way up and pass through the heart and the throat and the forehead and up through the crown into the sky. And that's your center line, your baseline. Always breathing. We'll take a new breath. And let's bring the hands up and cross them over the chest. Just find a comfy space for your hands there on your heart area. Taking in a real deep breath. On the exhale, just let the hands begin to push. Just enough to where you feel the push. Releasing that push, lifting, taking a new breath in, pausing a moment, begin the exhale. And just a gentle push at the heart. Lifting tall, releasing the push. On the exhale, bring it back in. To bring it out, bring the push in, bring the breath out. Sometimes it's a challenge to describe things that I feel, but I try. Feel the body slow down, and maybe the pulse slows down. And we'll release that. And let's shake our hands. Shake our arms, shake our hands. Bring them back to the thighs. Let's take a new breath. Now let's take our right hand with our left hand. We'll bend the elbow, keep it at the side by the ribs, and take the fingers of your left hand and just get a hold of your right hand fingers and just stretch. Just stretch that wrist. And keeping centered, keeping square, if you will, in the hips. Exhale, release that. Shake that out. And when you shake, just envision your hands are wet and you're just shaking water off your hands. And we'll switch, we'll go to the other side. Right hand takes a hold of the fingers on the left hand. Left elbow's tucked in. New breath. On the exhale, just send energy right out of that left palm and just stretch the fingers back. And then stretch also the wrist. Feel both the hand, the fingers, and the wrist stretching at the same time. Deep breath, exhale, releasing. Flicking the water. Flicking the water. And let's begin to roll the shoulders. And we're going to do as if we were floating in a pond or a pool on a raft. And we're just lifting and lowering, and we're going to do back strokes with it. So just envision your hands are going back through the water, pulling toward the front. A lot of water energy in yoga, I think. Back and forth. Always breathing. Keep the back flat. Little gentle arch in the lower back. We'll pause and let's go forward into the pool. Or even a train. You can think of an old-fashioned train, a steam train that does this with their, whatever they're called, the gizmos on the sides. Another breathe in, breath in. We'll bring the shoulders up and back and down. Much more of a deep movement down into the water or back in the train up. Backing it up. Keeping the breath moving. And then we'll pause. Hands will go onto the thighs. Then we'll take a deep breath. We'll look over our left shoulder. The left hand will come down. Take a hold of the seat of your chair or maybe the top of the leg, the back of the leg. And let's just look over to the left side. Keeping the right hand on the right leg. We'll just twist and look. Leaning back a little bit, flattening the upper back. Pull the belly in some. Bringing the vision toward the wall behind you on the left. Feel a stretch in the right side of the neck. Take a new breath. On the exhale, soften, and then the eyes just begin to move toward the front. Acknowledging center, reaching for the right side. Take a hold in the same location if possible. Left hand just stays on the left leg. We'll take a new breath at center. Exhale and twist. And twist. Get a hold and twist. Lift the chest, lower back arches a little bit, core pulls in, looking with the eyes to the far back wall. Deep breath in, exhale, vision just makes its way across the horizon. You come back to center. Beautiful. I'm going to kick my blocks into the back, coming a little bit forward on my chair. Got a hold of the seat of the chair. Bring my legs up. Bring them up, swinging them back. Let's pause and point and flex. Observe your back. It's easy to start to slouch in this, so we'll intentionally lift up together. Pull the belly in, the core comes in, supports. If you want to get a grip on that, you can really squeeze with your arms. And then we'll pause, we'll bring the legs out and we'll circle them. Big circles in the ankles. Notice which direction they're going. And then we'll pause, go the opposite way. Might hear some clicking. And then we'll swing back to the first direction. Beautiful. And we'll pause and come back to center. Let's shake out those arms again. Just flicking that water all over the place. Just flicking it all over. Beautiful. Now I'm going to take my second chair. I have one conveniently right here. And I'm going to bring my chair in. Give you a moment to grab your second chair if you've got one. I hope you do, because that's what this is going to focus on. So I've got my tie, my fabric tie. Pull that chair in just a little bit. I'm going to take one leg, see how that feels. Might even bring that a smidgen closer. Place it where you feel comfortable. If your heels can get onto the far side of the seat of the chair. Oh, centering your bottom. Regain that posture, that sense of good posture. Sitting up tall. And for some folks, this might be quite a stretch just in general, having the legs up like this. This is to do some moves that we commonly might do on the floor, but instead you're like this. If you don't have a chair, you could have a stool, hopefully a larger stool in front of you, but I hope you have a chair. And let's just take a hold of our bodies. Take a hold of the thighs and just begin to rub, and let your thumbs go deeply into your thigh muscles, your quadriceps. Oh, always breathing, and then some attention comes to the knees, and knees always go in circles. The whole structure of the knees related to the patella, which is a little circle, a little round disc. If you need a little more space between, move your legs and feel behind your knees. Get your fingers in there and give that a good rub. It's an area that doesn't get a lot of attention until it hurts. So we're going to give it attention so that preventing it from hurting. So take a deep breath, bring it to the front, going forward. Oh, reaching. Reaching. Oh, always breathing. Another deep breath, and we're going to take our tie, slip our feet into the tie. Oh. Oh. Take a nice deep breath. And if this doesn't work for you, you can have it further out with the feet, probably a bit wiser. The feet there. I've done different things with this, so sometimes I got to experiment which way worked before. So get your feet flat. The tie is above the arch, below the balls of the feet. Oh, and sit up tall. Get a good handle on it, on your tie. Elbows are bent. They're by the ribs. Find that sit bone area, sits bones. Oh. And stretch, and then lift the heels. Maybe you can see my heels lifting and lowering, lifting and lowering. And when they lower, the knees can bend. You can go forward, sitting up tall, straightening, coming back in, moving back and forth. Nice, nice deep stretch into the thighs. Always breathing. Chin is parallel with the floor. Keeping that neck soft. And we'll just move it from side to side and stretch. Stretching through the neck. Real gentle. Then we'll soften. And by the way, if this doesn't work for you because of the length of your tie, you can also take, watch me fall off the chair, that'd be good. You can also take two ties, tie them together. This is great for really tall people. So you can do that, split them, get a hold there, and then you have a lot of excess to use for your stretch. La-di-da. So here we are. Oh, stretching it out. Let's take a deep breath and take the left foot and bend it. And the foot goes like a puzzle piece by your calf area. Make sure the right leg is straight. It's not going in, it's not going out. It's straight out of that right hip socket. And then we're going to walk forward and we're going to stretch, reaching for that foot if you can. If you're very flexible, you could reach for the chair. Take a hold of the chair and pull yourself. Just get a little traction, a little stretch. I don't go too far. I just go where I can go. Sometimes the dinner rolls get in the way, but you just stretch around what you've got. Stretch it out. The important thing is lifting, flattening the back, seeing if you can get the shoulder blades down some. And I feel that deep stretch across the neck area when I intentionally bring my shoulders down. I'm self-correcting my posture, so only you know what you're doing right now. So we'll keep that left foot really comfortable in there. And then if you want, you can take the left hand, go up and down with that left leg, like a half butterfly. Stretching it out, feeling it in that left hip. You can do a little massage while you're doing it too. That feels good. I'm all about feeling good. Oh, and then we'll pause, we'll switch, left foot in, right foot comes out. Get it above the arch, below the ball. Excuse me. We'll bring that right foot up. The arch of the right foot finds the calf muscle, gastrocnemius. Very strong muscle. We'll flatten that left foot. Oh, and just feel that side go down. The right butterfly goes down slightly, and you're reaching, reaching, reaching. Notice any difference between this? I feel that this is a much more intense stretch for me on this side than it is on the other side, but I got it. Some days you're less stretchy than others. Important thing is to listen to your body. Listen to your body. Stretch gently. Kind of ragdoll up, sitting up tall. Right hand on right knee. Little baby pulses. Little baby pulses. Another deep breath, and we'll straighten out that right leg. Bring in right foot into the tie. We'll get a hold of that. And let's just pause and lift again. Bringing the back of the knees down, lifting the heels by accentuating the muscles of the thighs. Keeping the breath moving. Nice deep stretch. And then we'll pause and we'll slip that out of there. And let's bring our legs to the sides. If you need something to hold yourself with, you've got the seat of the chair there. We'll bring the legs out to the sides and let's just point. I've got my hands, you can have them on your seat of the front chair, you can have it on the seat of the chair you're sitting in, or you can take a hold of the inner legs, the outer legs, you have a lot of choices. And let's point and flex. Point and flex both feet. Oh, and when I say flex, I mean really aim those toes toward you, not just to the sky, but toward you. Point, oh, and stretch the tops of the thighs, tops of the feet, sorry. Yeah, oh, it's a good tightness of the skin going in both directions. We'll take a new breath. Exhale, bring it up. Point and flex. Keeping our ankles happy. A lot of the foundation of balance is in the ankles. Really, between the feet and the ankles, that's what creates your balance and your mind. So I encourage you to look at my balance videos. Stretching it out. Now we'll do circles. Feel it when you circle outward. You feel it up through the inner thighs. I do anyway. Notice where you feel it. Oh. Stretching it out. How's your posture? Sitting up tall, pull the belly in. We'll pause and we'll switch. We'll circle to the front. Notice if one leg's higher or lower. See if you can have them be in harmony a little bit. Oh, feeling it in the thighs. Ooh, hear my ankle cracking. That's fun. But must need to do it. Oh, so I've gone back to circling outwardly, and then we'll pause and we'll bring them down. And let's just bring the toes toward the floor, onto the floor, and we'll spread the legs as wide as they'll go, stretching the inner thighs, and let's sit up tall. Take a hold there. You can also take a hold behind your chair, which is nice, and then you can arch the back, pull the belly in. Nice deep breath and look up. Stretch the throat, really stretch the throat. Do not bring the head up so far that you feel like you're pinching the back of your neck. You don't want to do that to the neck. You just want the chin lifted. Always breathing. Feel it in the throat, opening the throat, stretching the throat area, thyroid's in there, throat chakra. Another deep breath. On your next exhale, let the bottom lip come up on top of the upper lip. Bring it up there. Really stretch the throat. On the exhale, slowly softening, bringing the face back to the horizon. Feel your rear end start to soften a little bit. I felt real strong in my core muscles, my bottom muscles. So now that's coming off, coming down, being soft. We'll bring the hands back to center. Another deep breath. On the exhale, we'll take our tie. And we're going to extend the arms out. Strong and as far as they'll go. Elbows are 100% straight. There's no little teeny bend. It's just super straight. I like to wrap around one index finger once more so I got some good tension. See if you can pop some threads in your tie. And we'll take a breath and we're going to lift up. Oh, and this might be enough for you right in here. Notice how it feels. The elbows must be straight. Keeping it tight. Deep breath, bring it up further. See if you can get it across the top of the head. Another deep breath. If you want to go further with me, we'll bring it backwards. Real slow, real careful, ball and socket joint. Bringing it down. They've landed on the front of the thighs, keeping your grip on the tie. Feel that stretch in the upper arms. Deep breath, then exhale again, re-straighten, bring it up, keep the chin parallel with the floor, lifting, find the center of the skull. Hello, bringing it to the front. Another time. Exhale, bringing it up, rounding the shoulders. We're not rounding the shoulders, rounding the ball and socket joint. We are going literally around in a circle. There's reasons to have this mobility, this range of motion. This way you can put your own coat on and off. You don't have to have help reaching back. Also for hygiene, reaching back, keeping yourself taken care of. Bring it up, pull the belly in. Oh, we'll pause. Exhale, soften, bring it down. Toss that in there. Arms will swing forward. Let's put the left hand on top, or left arm on top of the right. Give yourself a big hug. Oh, pull the belly in. Let's flatten the feet. We'll give our ankles a rest. Flatten the feet. Deep breath in, exhale, and look to the left and twist. Bring the neck into it. Bring the eyes into it. The whole upper body is twisted. Feel it in the inside of the right thigh. Another deep breath. Exhale, keeping the vision at the horizon. There you go to center. Now let's look the other way. Oh. Stretching, reaching, twisting. Feel it in the inside of that left thigh. Nice new breath. Exhale, keeping the vision at the horizon. We come back to the center. Open up. How you doing? New breath. Bring it forward. Right arm is on top. Get a good squeeze. Give yourself a good hug. Probably need a good hug today, and we can do it together. We'll take a new breath. Exhale, to the left we go. Twisting, twisting, till you feel that inner right thigh engage. Twist again, pull the belly in, arch the back. Bring the vision to the back wall. New breath. Exhale, vision comes around forward, just like you're a lighthouse, and that's the beam. Hello. New breath, keep going to the far right. Oh, and twist, and twist, and twist. Inner left thigh engages. Keep that right heel on the floor and twist. Another deep breath. Exhale, coming back toward center. And we'll bring the arms up and reach. Little movement in the fingers. Exhale, bring them back down. Palms are skyward, and then they'll flip over at the capital T. Bring it on down. Now we'll take our chair again. Make it comfortable wherever you like to be. Have a happy bottom, happy belly. Another deep breath. Exhale, let's take our left foot and bring it up and just set it on the outside of the right knee. You might even be able to get a little push into that seat. We'll take our arms in front and just sit up tall. We're going to point that right foot. Always breathing. Another deep breath. Exhale, soften, release. Another deep breath. Right foot comes up. It finds outside of that left knee. Adjusting yourself, adjusting the belly, the chest. And let's sit up and let's point that left foot. Feel it as you point the left foot that it engages that entire left leg. Another deep breath, softening that left foot, releasing the hands, bringing that foot down. A little massage of the thighs, and we'll keep going and reach and squeeze. Get a hold of the big toes, or maybe your chair, whatever grabs you. And let's just reach. Get the elbows down, we'll bring the face down. Exhale, exhale, and just release and slowly drag the fingers up. And we're going to reach over to that left side. Swing that left arm back behind the chair. Get a hold of the seat of the chair if you can, or your own leg, whatever you can reach. And we're going to twist. Get a good grip. Twist and lift. Always breathing, just focusing on these movements. There's no thoughts of stuff running through. It's just you and me. Deep breath coming back to the center. Hello. Feel the difference between sides there. Nice new breath, releasing. We're going to go to the other side. Get a grip on there. Right arm reaches back, takes a hold of the back of the chair, and twists. Twists. Activate both legs. Put some energy into the legs. Push them into the seat of that front chair. Twisting. Feeling the intensity and where you sit. Where you sit right in the world. Right here. We're releasing any anxiousness and just replacing it with feeling anchored. Feeling stable in our body. We'll take a new breath. Exhale, releasing, bringing that vision right back to the front. We'll dive forward again. And we'll bring the legs up. We'll bend at the knees. And the bottoms of the feet will find each other. We'll go into a little butterfly. If you want, you can bring the chair closer or further out. Depends on what you want. Stretch it out. This is one too. What did I do with my tie? Here it is. If you still have your tie, you can. Always keep it within reach. You can put it under the feet. Get a good grip on it. And arch the back. This is a good stretch. Arching the back, lifting the ribs, pulling the belly. Bring that navel in the direction of your spine. Elbows are bent, they're tucked in. And you can slightly lift and lower if you'd like for a little butterfly, or just pause and stretch. Being aware of your inhales and your exhales, nice and slow. Very calming. Exhale, soften. We'll intentionally slouch. Just bring it, slouch down. Exhale back to center. We'll put the thighs together and the hands will walk toward the feet. Get a nice grip, bringing it on down. Oh, where do you feel it? Where do you feel it? Oh, you can take a hold of the feet, keep a hold of the thigh, whatever you like to grab. If you're super flexible, reach for the back of the chair. Go there if you want. That's a long way to go though. But maybe for you. Oh, and we'll sit up. We'll exhale. We'll bring those out. We'll stretch the left foot out. And let's put our right foot again next to the left knee. And let's just twist. And we'll go back and forth and twist in both directions, keeping the chin as parallel with the earth as you can. Oh, let the shoulders get into it. Stretch through the upper body by twisting. Oh. And then we'll pause and we'll bring that right ankle above the left knee. Just do a little bit of hip stretching. Again, we're sitting in this position by replacing the floor. Always breathing. We'll release. Bring it over. Left foot comes. Take a good grip on it. Making sure that right leg is straight out of the right hip. There goes that left foot. We'll sit up tall. And let's just twist. Oh, back and forth. Oh, if you want more into it, point that right foot. We didn't do that on the other side, but if you wanted to, when you do these moves, you could point both feet when you do them. Oh, back and forth. Lifting, twisting. Oh, come back to center. Soften, take a hold of that left leg, putting that left heel just above that right knee. Little bitty ups and downs. Notice any difference between sides. My left hip is much stiffer than my right hip. Oh, bringing it back and forth, up and down. Never forcing. Absolutely never forcing anything. And we'll pause, we'll refuel. On the exhale, that leg will straighten out. Oh. And we'll just dive forward and we'll just get a hold of those puppies. We'll just give it a good stretch. And let your thumbs get into the arch of your feet. Get in there with that and feel the feet. Oh. And just give them a little massage. Because you're actually getting a good stretch in, but when you do this, you can get a hold of your feet. Get a hold of your feet. Get your thumb in the instep, the arch. Oh, make sure your fingers are also massaging the top of your feet. You can envision that there's a pearl inside each foot somewhere. Take your thumbs, see if you can find that pearl. Where is that pearl? Oh, always breathing, never holding the breath. Did you find your pearl? Oh. And then we'll pause. We'll bring it back to center. Oh. And I'm going to swing my legs out. Oh, arching the back a little bit. Stretching the back. We'll bring the arms up. Bring our feet up. Feel the calf muscles engage. Pull the belly in. Hands are open really, really wide. Another deep breath. Exhale, soften the hands. And slowly they go up and the feet go down. You're reaching up, way up. Sooner or later, they'll find themselves. There they are. And we'll just intertwine our fingers. A little bit of twisting. Little gentle twists. We'll come back to center and we'll just sway from left to right. Always being careful seated. Oh. And then we'll swing the hands open, the arms open. Exhale, the palms come down, the arms follow, they float down. And you come back to the heart center. And reposition yourself whatever comfortable way you'd like. Bringing the attention to the breath, we're going to close. I want to thank you for joining me with this. These simple moves add so much joy to the body, so much well-being in your own hands. Self-love, self-care, that's what it's all about, feeling good. That is truly the spirit of health, is self-love. And the feeling of peace inside yourself. Every breath, you just slow down a little bit more. Thanks again for coming to this class. Remember to drink a lot of water when you're done with class. Keep yourself hydrated. And with that, I will close today's class. The prayer, namaste prayer posture. And I wish you peace. Peace across our entire planet.